Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we are talking about screen time and different shows my kids watch. Hello everyone, if you are new here, my name is Janet. I am a homeschooling mom of two. My oldest is 5 years old and my little one is 2 years old. This video is not meant to shame anyone or be elitist of
my kids don't watch that.
That is not my intention for this video. I am actually just sharing. These are not the only shows my kids watch. My kids also watch other movies and not everything is educational. But I do try to monitor what they're watching, how long they're watching it for, and so forth. So we do have some rules for screen time. You know, I don't want them to just be sitting there like zombies. I want them to actually maybe if they're going to be watching TV, why not make it something either educational or something they're going to gain from rather than just... If I am using the TV as a babysitter, which is usually when I'm making dinner, this is going to happen with the kids in the same vicinity. Our living room goes onto our dining room, our dining area, and to the kitchen, so I can hear what they're watching. I can see what they are watching. To be able to hear and see what they are watching, so you can kind of chime in every once in a while. If they are having if they're watching a show where it asks them what comes next and they're not answering, I can go ahead, what comes next? I can repeat that question and kind of have them snap out of their little days so they can actually engage with the cartoon that they're watching, the show that they are watching. So they are actually paying attention rather than just Okay, now on to what shows do my kids watch. Now again, like I said, they do watch Disney movies. They do watch other shows. Limited to this list, I'm just sharing with you the ones that I do feel like my kids have benefited from. They've learned something from each one of these shows. And again, remember, my kids' ages are 2 and 5. Just figure out what you are okay with them watching and what you think is appropriate and go from there. Okay, so I'm the 3 on Nickelodeon. Nick Jr. Nickelodeon is Bubble Guppies, Blaze and the Monster Machine, and Team Umizoomi. Bubble Guppies is just a group of little mermaid people, mermaid kids, going to school, going on field trips, and just learning about different things. So we'll prompt your child with questions like what comes next, or what do you think we use for brushing our teeth? What do we use for this? What do we use for that? It has some math, some science. Blaze and the Monster Machine is monster trucks racing. There's usually a cheater. His name is Pickle, I think. And there's usually a cheater trying to cheat its way to beat Blaze. And they use math and science to get out of trouble, out of traps that usually Pickle has set up for them, that the cheater has set up for them. And again, this one does prompt your child with questions like, what do you think comes next? Or how far do I need to jump? And so forth, that sort of thing. And then also Team Umizoomi, they are out in the city trying to find different things. Usually there's a problem and they're trying to either collect all the animals that escaped, or their money flew away, they're trying to find it, that sort of thing. They are walking around the city trying to find everything that they've lost in the beginning of the episode. And it is also I think it's mostly based on math, so it has some patterns, shapes, numbers, and it also prompts your child with questions. Okay, so the next, they're on Netflix and Amazon Prime. Actually, only one is from Amazon Prime. I'll get that one out of the way because it's also on PBS Kids, and that is Wildcrats. My kids love Wildcrats. They are the same guys that were on Sabumafu back in my childhood. They are in cartoon form now. They start off the episode with a question, and they are out in the animals' habitat. Each episode focuses on one animal. The whole episode they are trying to figure out an answer for this question that they started off the episode with. And usually they get into some sort of trouble, and they have to use their creature power to get out of it. So their creature power, they have these costumes on that have that if you push your creature power button, you have that animal's ability to either fly or run fast or climb and so forth, like something that that animal is really good at and known for. So it is very educational, in my opinion. My kids have learned really fun, lots of fun facts. During our science, we are wrapping up with habitats and moving on to all the different types of animals, and we turn to that show all the time. They do have it on PBS Kids, and it's also on Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, you get the first 2 seasons for free, or you can subscribe to a PBS subscription. We also have a PBS Kids subscription where you have access to all of the seasons. So if it's something that we're learning in school during school time, I can look for a specific episode and put it on for them after school time, and it kind of like, they think they're just watching TV, but they're actually really learning something that goes along with what we are learning in school. So these next are on Netflix. The first one is Super Wings. Super Wings, it's like a group of airplanes that deliver packages, and they have their the girl that tells them where they need to go. And my kids have learned a lot about geography, like different continents and where different cities are. And you also get to learn a little bit of the culture there. And usually they teach them a word in that language that is the native language, the language spoken there. And they also learn a little bit of their culture while they're there looking to deliver the package. Treehouse Detectives. This one is not one of the kids' favorites, but I do put it on for them, and whenever I do put it on, they still watch it. At first I'll be like, oh, but they do watch it. They are 2 detective bears along with their other animal friends. They are trying to find why something happened or what's going on. And it does teach science, a lot of different science topics like Earth's rotation and the sea level and that sort of thing. Like, they've covered a lot of that stuff. The next one is number blocks. You guys, number blocks will help your kids add, subtract, multiply, divide. They're really short episodes. They're like 5-minute episodes on Netflix, and they go from number to number up to 10, and then from that it's like you can make each number bigger by just adding 1. So then you count by 5s, you count by 2s, by 10s, and each number has like a different thing about them. Like number 8 is like octo something. It has like superpowers, I think, and then 2 is like terrible twos, and they like create trouble. My kids really enjoy them. They're really short episodes. Again, they're 5-minute episodes, but David can count by 2s, by 3s, by 5s. His multiplication, he knows all his multiplication tables. He doesn't even realize it, but what is 3 12s? He'll like know it from the top of his head because of this show. The next one on Netflix is Storybots. Storybots is these little robots trying to answer a question that a child sent in, and they have like famous people cameos, which I don't really care for. But when seeing Snoop Dogg telling the bots how a computer works, it was pretty entertaining. So it's really fun. These little robots going around figuring out, learning the answer to how something works, how a computer works, how chocolate is made, what a virus is, and how your body fights it, and why the sky is blue. All of this is covered in Storybots. So again, like Wildcrats, whenever we are doing something in science, I'll go ahead and look through the episodes on Storybots, and whatever we are learning about that maybe goes hand in hand with it, I'll go ahead and play that episode. So that is one that I really do recommend. Number Blocks and Storybots on Netflix. Those are like, forget about all the other ones. These are the top 2. Alrighty, so those are shows that I had to share with you guys. Do you have any other educational shows that you want to share with me or with other people watching, with everybody else watching? Go ahead and leave them down below for us so we can go ahead and give those shows a try. Yeah, I hope you find a new favorite. I hope your children find a new favorite one. That is it for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one.